Hey YouTube, hey Starr girls.
Hey,
I'm
Starr
here with
girls.
my best friend, Dynasty. Today I just want to talk about, like, I guess you would say our tips on dating masculine men. And this is just from our experience. I'm not no dating coach, I don't know what to tell you. But I can tell you, I've lost men not knowing how to be feminine or particularly deal with masculine men. So I just want to share some tips with you so you can have better successful dating. She's a real lady, so you can listen to her. She wouldn't walk around with one nail like this.
Oh my gosh, no. This is just our personal experience. I mean, if you want to try it, try it. If you don't.
Okay. So I'll start. My tip number one, we just talked about this at brunch. Stop talking about your money. They don't care. Nobody cares that you have a PhD. Nobody cares that your business is successful. And it's not that they don't care. It's just that's not what's going to make a man feel all ooh inside about you. Like, it's like you want to be known for the other things you bring to the table. We have a tendency to be like, oh, I run a business. I'm a real estate. I do this. I do that. But, you know, what about the more important things? I'm funny. You know, after a long day, you're going to laugh with me. Oh, I'm adventurous. Oh, you know, there's so much other, like, what do you say when people ask, like, you know, what do you do? What do you bring to the table?
I keep it vague. Oh, nobody's never asked me what I bring to the table. I think, yeah, because I am the table. Don't ask me that. But I keep it very vague. I just say online marketing.
But, like, if they want to know, like, okay, what's up with you? Like, you know?
Yeah, I will. Okay, job title wise, keep it vague. You don't need to be throwing out your degrees and you've been promoted here and you got a raise. That's too, like, y'all be telling me you just made how much money you make a year. Like, no, don't tell nobody that. But switch it to your passion. So you can talk about what you do, but don't make it so analytical and business wise. So I'll say online marketing, and then if they want to keep asking me questions, I'm not gonna go into like my business setup and everything that I do. What I'm gonna talk about is why I started my business, what I enjoy most about my business. Like, you know, I help young girls start. I help people believe in themselves. I love entrepreneurship. That's what I'm going to talk about. You're not going to know my day-to-day and all the insides of my business because this is not a board meeting. And I feel like when you're dating to enjoy people. We all work all day. So when you're with that man, you want to take a break from work and enjoy the time together.
And I think a lot of you just want a guy to know that you require a certain thing or have a certain lifestyle. And he can look at you and know. So for example, you have a Chanel bag. You're at dinner. He sees that it's a Chanel bag. He knows. You know what I'm saying? You keep your nails done a certain way. You're wearing certain jewelry. You have a certain fragrance on. He's going to say, what are you wearing? You're going to say, oh, Baccarat. He knows it's a $500 bottle. Right. You don't have to say, I make X, Y, and Z for him to know that you're a high class value money making mommy. Okay?
And even this, you don't got to make X, Y, and Z. How you see yourself, how you want to carry yourself, whatever you aspire your lifestyle to be, walk it, talk it, live in that. You don't got to make it, and you just carry yourself well, and he's going to meet you at whatever level you're at. If he likes you, he's going to meet you there.
Okay, what would be your next tip, your number one?
The question is how to deal with masculine men, correct? Get over always trying to be right. Like, allow that man to lead. Like, don't always feel like you need to prove a point. You need to be right. You know, you need to just analyze everything and prove to him that you're so smart and you know something. Listen, just let him lead, and especially in public settings. If y'all out in a group of friends and don't challenge him, don't correct him, when y'all get home, you know, you can mention and bring it up, but honestly it's not even that important. But I think we all have to learn. I think we live in a society where we want to prove ourselves so much all the time, and you got to just get over that. You got to be comfortable just knowing what you know. You don't need to show it and prove it to the world, and don't always have to be right. Like, I had to learn that. I can be argumentative sometimes, and not even in a bad way. Sometimes you just want to debate and like go in depth about something you're passionate about. But that can get a little taunting sometimes with the man. Again, we're not in the boardroom. And so you don't always have to be right. Just listen to him and lay back a little more.
And the reason you don't want to do that, we're not telling you to quiet yourself down or shut yourself up. But you just have to remember, you're not trying to change a man's mind. So a lot of times you have to realize arguing is because you want to change their opinion on something. But it doesn't matter to change their opinion, because who cares? You still gonna be with him.
Right.
He's still gonna pay your bills. Like, everything is gonna still work out. Now, if it's a subject where it's like, let's say beating children and you just don't agree, take it for what it is. This man believes in beating kids. I don't. Am I going to keep seeing him? You don't have to sit there and have a whole debacle. And a good example of that was a lot of women gave JT a lot of heat because she didn't address Uzi on live. And she said, I address my man off of live. You think I'm going to be in front of a camera and give you guys even more to talk about so you could see us going at it? Now, I'm not saying that you should be going at it in the privacy of your home. You want to try to avoid that. But Dynasty is absolutely right, especially when you're in public settings. It's not the time to say, what are you talking about, babe? No. Da-da-da-da. Let somebody else correct him.
Yeah, your man's not your child.
Mm-hmm.
I think we have to all understand that and learn that. Maybe it's the women in us who want to be nurturing, but your man is not your child. It's not a kid that you need to correct. And he should be leading you as well. So, you know.
My number 2 would be prioritize beauty. I think once we know a guy likes us, or even we at the stage living with him, it gets very bonnet and pajamas. And I remember dating a guy, and something that made me feel really good. He came home from the strip club and was like, you look better than all the people in the strip club. Here's the ones. Because it was just so whack. And imagine how good that feels. Like, the reason why men even go to the strip club is because it's this fantasy world. These women are made up, walking around sexy. And that's something, we all don't have the luxury of doing, whether it's work, children, whatever. But you want to make sure, no matter what, you prioritize beauty. If certain things in the household are taking a toll on you to where you can't prioritize beauty, you talk to your man, baby, I really need to go to the hair salon every week. I know you like when my hair looks good. I really need a massage every week. I really need my skin every week. You don't want, when your makeup comes off, you feel so down on yourself. You don't feel as good. Because, when you look good, you feel good, and you're going to treat him good, and he's going to treat you good. Whether we like it or not, men are visual people. We might not be so visual. We might more be pocket-driven, resource-driven. But men, they want fine. And wear stuff that compliments you. If you got nice titties, hit that V-cut. You got a nice booty or nice legs, wear shorts. If you're trying to hide a little pooch from a baby, wear more high-waisted stuff. Or loose-fitting tops and belt it,
And shapewear, like shapewear is made for you, like use it. My mom taught me that, and it's a lot of sexy shapewear as well. But girl, sometimes you gotta suck and tuck and sit it upright, push up bras, just everything. Your undergarments, you should always be seamless. I think that stuff is so important, and I just want to touch on that as well. As far as, like you said, when you look good, you feel good. It's not even all about him. Men are very visual. That's just what it is. Just like women love a certain caliber of man, men love a beautiful woman. And it's nothing wrong with that. But it's not all about him, because like she said, when you look good, you feel good. A lot of people are sometimes insecure in their relationship, wondering if their man's still attracted to them. Do they still got it? But you haven't put yourself together in months. So when you pull yourself together and you look good and you walk in the room and your man is like happy to have you next to him on his arm, you're going to feel more confident with your man. Your sex life going to increase. You're more confident in your bedroom. Just everything. You look good, you feel good. Everything's just good. You wake up in the morning just like, oh, it's a blessing. You're going to have a good day.
Big facts. What's your number 2?
A man needs to feel needed. That was a big learning lesson for me, because we are raised, a lot of us, nothing wrong with it, but that whole agenda you hear all the time, I don't need no man, I don't need no man. Stop saying that. Like, yes, you do need a man, and I'm not saying you need to be piss poor and you're just needy and struggling. No, we're not telling you to be broke, struggling, none of that, depending on nobody. But you need a man, whether that's for emotional support, if it's affection. You just need somebody to cuddle and watch TV with, because you like that. You get what I'm saying? But he needs to feel needed. That is very important to a man. So give him a place in your life where he has something to do to feel needed. When y'all pull up to the gas station, do not get out that damn car. Sit in the car. Okay, do not pump that gas. Let him do that. Like, allow him to do things, whether it's he take out the trash in the house, but give him things where he is needed. Sometimes you gotta go on damsel in distress mode. Like, even when you can do something, just lie. You can't do it right now. You need him to do it. A man needs to feel needed. It makes him just feel so good. So give him things and places in your life where he can get stuff done and feel needed from you. And I definitely had to learn that, because I had a good guy, my little high school sweetheart, and I pushed him away. Just always trying to be Miss Independent. I don't need you. You can go here or there. I don't care. And that's not okay.
Right. Dynasty's number 2 goes into my number 3, which is ask him to do things and reward him. So in being needed, I know a lot of girls be like, yeah, but I be asking them and they don't do this and they don't do that. But it's all about how you ask and your response. So example, he doesn't automatically get up to go pump the gas. He'll be like, baby, can you please pump the gas for me? Okay. He's probably not going to have a problem when you ask. Now, if you'd have been like, so you're not going to get up? You're not asking, you're demanding him. He's not a child, as she said. That's your man. Ask him, can you please pump the gas for me? Because no matter how much you feel like you're entitled to a man to do things, you are not. So ask him, and when he does it, when he gets back in the car, mwah, baby, thank you. That is the reward. Damn, she giving me a kiss just because I pump gas? What else can I do? Remember, men, I really believe the only reason men bathe is to please women. Like, everything they do, it's for us. It's for our attention. It's for our praise. It's for us to look. The reason they get jewelry, the reason they drive fast cars, they want us to notice them. They are waiting for us to worship them. And the only way they deserve this worship is when they do things for you. So you have to ask. Example, the trash. We know we can all smell the trash. But still, just, babe, can you take out the trash? He forgets. Okay, babe, can you take out the trash? If he just keeps forgetting, you don't take it out. You don't get into your masculine mode and be like, fuck it, I'm gonna just take it out there, because that's gonna create tension. Wait until the smell is unbearable and he's like, whoa, we need to take out the trash. Yeah, baby, I know, it smells horrible. Gets back, oh my God, thank you so much. The house was so stinky. Like, you know what I'm saying? You have to learn to have an attitude of gratitude. That's the word. Be grateful when your man does any little thing. Yesterday, we were at Design District and we saw this guy leave Dolce & Gabbana with his daughter. Soon as his daughter came out the door, she hugged him and reached for a kiss for her dad. And it shows, like, Dynasty was like, damn, do we even kiss these niggas after they take us shopping? No.
I was like, dang, let me take notes from this little girl. A 7-year-old is teaching me. Like,
right. And you know, that is just going to ignite that masculinity. So even if he's not doing things when you ask, try how you say it. And then once he does it, try rewarding him with affection or love, kind words, and see if that works. It will.
It always works. Number 3 for me, they kind of go hand in hand, but it's like be a sense of peace and positivity. That's really like, everybody try to dress it up in so many ways. Oh, you need to be this man, like this type of man, like peace when it comes to a woman. He may pick somebody not as attractive, don't have as much money, whatever, but she gives him a sense of peace. And what I mean by that, like, you don't have to find a problem with everything. Yeah. Like, I deal with a lot of humans, men and women, but, you know, a lot of women's primarily. And I'm going to be real. Like, people are problematic as hell. They want to find a problem with everything. And if you're doing this out in the general public, I can imagine how you are at home with people like you're intimate with. You do not need to find a little problem with every single thing. Like, sit back, relax. It will work itself out. Like Starr said, you ain't got to make a fuss about the trash. He'll smell it. He got a nose. You know, he gonna walk in the kitchen like, what the hell? You know, like, he'll check himself. You don't have to make a big fuss and a big problem about everything. Like, really, just take some time to relax and be that man peace. You'll see how much happier he is. And like how we show appreciation, I notice when you're a man peace, he shows you so much appreciation. Like, he just starts doing little things for you because he's just so happy. He's able to relax, be himself, not be stressed around you. So you don't need to try to find a problem with everything. Lay back. And you're happier too because you're not fussing, getting a headache and working yourself up, calling your friends, complaining all day. Like, be that man peace and just relax, because that's really what they're looking for. Like, yes, we could dress up all cute all day, which you should. You know, you can have the best sex in the world, you should. But it's like, to get a man to really settle down for you and choose you, be his happy place. Like, try to be his peace as much as possible. And we're not saying that to let somebody walk over you. Like, no, not at all. You see the examples we're using, it's things that doesn't harm you, like taking out trash, pumping gas. It's things that's not going to affect your livelihood. It's just little stuff that don't need to be a big problem, and you don't need to make a fuss about.
And with being his peace, you're being your own peace too. Because the less you're yelling and feeling irate, it gives you a sense of peace. You know that you're doing the best that you can, and sometimes you have to trust that he's doing the best that he can too. So, as she said, just try to be peaceful. Number 4 for me is talk about how you feel and make less demands. So a good example is always yelling. We as women are fast to be like, stop yelling. Who are you talking to? Da 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 da. When you can simply just say, okay, I'm feeling scared now that you're yelling. Or I feel like I'm about to cry with all the yelling. Now, it takes off the meaning, like when you're demanding somebody, it just makes them want to do it. It's like when you say, don't touch that. Wow. I'm going to touch it. You know what I'm saying? And he's wrong for yelling at you, right? It is wrong. But telling him to stop, is it really going to do nothing? It's better if you just literally tell the man how you are feeling, because remember, men live to please us. On the real, they really live to please us. So if you're like, oh my God, when you yell, I just feel like I'm about to cry. I just feel so scared. I love saying I feel scared, because when you take out the fact that it makes you angry that he's yelling and you want to yell back, it starts from fear. Everything is kind of like a response. Even when maybe if you're scared in the night, either you're going to shoot somebody or you're going to cry. It all starts from maybe a fear. So you got to learn to figure out what you're feeling inside and tell him that. If he's driving fast, baby, I don't know. I can't handle this. My heart is racing too much. Just trust me. Like, I would literally start crying. Like, I can't take it. I can't take it. And it's like, oh, you're so emotional, you're whatever. But that's better than, nigga, stop. Like, whoa. You have to learn to really honor your feelings and put your feelings above your demands. So, again, even with the garbage, after he takes that trash out, if it's been 2 weeks and it was just so stink, okay, baby, I'll feel so much better if you could try to take the trash out every 3 days. Not, you need to learn to take the trash out every 3 days. You don't see how much I cook in here? You don't see we got kids? Like, what's wrong with you? Yes, he sees all of that. No, he didn't get it clearly, because if he did, he would have did it. So just let him know, I would feel best if you did this, and learn to speak about what feels good rather than what feels bad. So, what you want to eat? I don't know. Try saying, I'll feel better if you picked. And when he picks, please don't start with the, I don't really want that. You just asked him to do something for you and you didn't reward him. Instead, you complain, which makes him feel less than a man. And the biggest thing when dealing with masculine men or dating them, you want to make them feel like a man. Even when Dynasty said the peace, part of them feeling like a man is peace, is asking them, is sharing your feelings with them, peeling back your heart. And not trying to be so perfect all the time. Like, yo, I'm feeling so gassy. I gotta go. Like, I want to hang out longer. A lot of times we'll come up with an excuse. Oh yeah, I gotta wake up early. Just like, baby, honestly, I'm feeling so gassy. I really gotta go. Men are gross, so it's not gonna freak them out. It's just, damn, wow, she's getting really comfortable with me. Like, she trusts me to even share that. I respect that. Sharing your feelings makes a man feel connected to you. He's already in a masculine world where his boss is telling him what to do. Your boss is telling you what to do. And it makes it worse when he can't tell you what to do, but your boss can. And it's like he's constantly getting demands thrown at him. And even with his woman, it's the same thing. So share how you feel and make less demands.
My last one. You touched on this a little bit, but I just, that was my fourth. Like positive words of affirmation. Like it is power in the tongue, and I don't think women understand like how powerful we are and just influential to the man we date. Like if a man loves you and chooses to be with you, you are so influential to him. Like what you say matters. Like how Starr said, they kind of live to please us. They're not going to say that, but in a way they do. And what you say, good and bad, affects him deeply. So like, man, y'all know the male ego. Man love to be boosted up, honey. Boost your man up. Like if it's been months and you never tell him he look good, because you want to be told you look good. Like he get dressed, tell him he look good. In the morning, tell him he smell good. Like, you know, he did something good at work, celebrate that. Also, what you want him to be too. Like sometimes you complain, oh, he's not good in this area, he's not good. Tell him he's a king, or tell him he's the boss. Tell him this. Yes. Like speak it in him, and he's literally gonna work to become that, because now you spoke it in him, he believes he's that, and he can go out and get it. So like, hype the man up. We like to be hyped up. We do it to our friends all the time. Like, girl, you look good, whatever. Really do it to your man. And if he's not used to that, at first he's gonna act a little weird. Like he's gonna blush, and like I always tell my boyfriend, like, you do not know how to accept compliments. Like he is so weird. And he literally was like, yeah, because nobody never tell me that. Like I never get him. So you being that one person that speaks life and positivity and just compliment him, I'm telling you, it's gonna make a world of difference. Like he's gonna feel so good. And that's just simple things like that. You don't gotta feel like, oh, I'm not about to boost his head up. Yes, I am. I am gonna
and
boost
will.
his head up. Yes, because I want my man to be confident and feel good, and I want him to boost me up too. I don't know why people see boosting up as a negative thing. Like, don't.
You feeling yourself, as you should, baby.
As you should. Why are you offended? Because somebody feel good about themselves.
You feeling yourself, and you could feel on me too. Come on.
That's crazy. But yeah, and I just want to touch on the clarify. We are speaking on masculine men. Okay? Masculine man. And you know a masculine man because you feel it. Because he makes you feel more feminine. So you will know. So this is a man that really takes care of you. He takes care of his business. And he deserves that appreciation. And there's nothing wrong with it. Like, I had to learn how to be okay with being a woman and being soft. And being soft don't make you weak. And being soft and vulnerable, it's powerful. It's not a bad thing. And it feels so good when you're able to, like, your shoulders down. Relax and just let go of all these guards and defense mechanisms. Because that's all it is. We act like this because we don't want to be hurt. But not understanding the way you're acting is hurting you and that person. Like, getting all riled up, upset, cursing. You're upsetting your own day, not just his. Like, stress is the biggest killer. Honestly, it's the cause of all disease. It's literally the leading factor of getting sick and dying early. So why do you want to rile yourself all up? Like, no.
Bonus tip, I'll leave with this. If you're just starting to date, for the ladies who are not in a relationship, and somebody in a masculine man says, tell me about yourself, you want to lead with your personality traits. Always talk about, I'm super caring, I'm super fun, super this, whatever. So always lead when somebody asks, tell me about yourself, how you are in your personality. And that creates more conversation, because if you say, well, I'm super spontaneous, he's gonna say, what's the craziest thing you've done?
Good combo.
Great combo. Then you can ask him the same thing back. So for my girls not in the relationships, that's the dating tip.
Oh my God, I got one more.
I was gonna say, Dynasty, you're in a relationship.
I do have a bonus, because oh my God, this is the one that like makes me sad the most with women. Let people do things for you. Like, let that man do things for you. If you are out